Welcome to Knockout Crypto. Thank you for following our channel. Go ahead and subscribe, and like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Appreciate your support. Comment on the video. A lot of times people watch our videos and don't subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like the video. We really appreciate your support. If you have a YouTube account, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. So today's video, I want to give you guys some good news. So in 2018, the market, we brought over 54 million new crypto users despite the bear market. So this is a good sign for adoption. The crypto market may have taken a tumble this year, but that has not diminished interest in the nascent technology. Crypto user base booms amid price decline. According to a report by the Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance, a research center at the University of Cambridge Judge Business School, the number of crypto users has nearly doubled, with the total number of users registered with cryptocurrency service providers rising from 85 million in 2017 to more than 139 million in the first 3 quarters of this year. Combining public data and survey findings, we estimate that the total number of user accounts at service providers amounts to at least 139 million in late 2018, says the report. The lower bound estimate of total crypto asset users. 2016 is 45 million, 2017 85 million, 2018 139 million. So the market has grown. The total number of verified users is now 7 times higher than it was 2 years ago, and nearly twice the 2017 figure. In 2017, the number of verified crypto asset users were 18 million, while in 2016 it was 5 million. This year, the ID reports the ID verified user base has hit 35 million mark across the globe. Using a combination of verified user data and average share of ID verified accounts described above, we also estimate there are currently at least 35 million ID verified users globally. Besides the rise in user numbers, there's also been a marginal increase in the number of active users. In 2016, the percentage of active users was 35%, and this rose by a percentage point in 2017 and another percentage point in 2018 to reach 38%. Another positive development that has occurred in the crypto sphere in spite of the bear market has been the rise in the number of cryptocurrency service providers who have added support for multiple digital assets. Crypto exchanges and wallets support more coins. Among cryptocurrency exchanges, about 61% of them supported multiple coins in 2017, but this year the figure has surged to 89%. With regards to service providers in the cryptocurrency payment segment, multi-coin support rose from 35% in 2017 to 77%. The highest increase in multi-coin support was observed in wallets. Wallets with multi-coin support surged from 46% in 2017 to 90% in 2018, with 60% of wallets currently supporting more than 3 crypto assets, as opposed to only 10% in 2017. The Cambridge Center for Alternative Finance report also notes that the number of available trading pairs in the cryptocurrency market has increased to 9,000 in the 4th quarter of this year from about 6,500. Still, crypto asset-only exchanges currently dominate the spot market, boasting 75% of crypto trading volume. With regards to crypto to fiat trading, the United States dollar dominates with more than 50% of the volume, followed by the Japanese yen, 21%. The South Korean won is the 3rd position with 16% overall of fiat trading volume. So there's been a huge user base explosion. I really like to see this part when you have 5 million verified ID accounts. Now we have 35 million in 2018. So the number of crypto users are 7 times more than what it was 2 years ago. And we can assume 2 years from now, it could be 7 times more this 35 number. We could be up to 200 million of verified ID crypto users. So the exposure for crypto has been great. I also want to bring this to you guys. Ethereum reaches 50 million unique addresses. Ethereum has seen an increase of 15 million new unique addresses since May 2018, adding about 100,000 new addresses a day to now reach 50 million. A comparable number for Bitcoin can't easily be found, but logically it should be far higher than that because it's been around for a lot longer than ETH. One way of getting an idea for Bitcoin unique addresses might be blockchain.info wallet user numbers. They're up from about 21 million to 31 million. As you may know, this confusingly named company provides a non-custodial online wallet where you can create and own your private key. So 31 million addresses were just created by this service. Then there's all the other service ways of creating a new address. Some have confused the above wallet stats for total Bitcoin addresses, but we know they're different because they start at the end of 2011 with 2 wallets, which is when this company was founded. Bitcoin by that point had been running for a couple of years, so there were far more than 2 unique addresses. Just how many, however, we cannot easily see for some reason. We estimate out of thin air perhaps 200 million to 500 million unique Bitcoin addresses. A far more useful metric is active users. That sort of mirrors the price, but in a somewhat interesting way recently. We can see ETH briefly overtook Bitcoin in January when after the Bitcoin show as futures opened, it appeared ETH might take the stage. It did, but that didn't keep it at all, so the move down together until the summer. The ETH developers announced a change of plans regarding an imminently anticipated hybrid proof-of-stake upgrade. So we see a divergence here whereby Bitcoin is a small uptrend in the active users, while ETH is in a small downtrend until it kind of flatlines until October. So even with this divergence, we can reasonably guess that Ethereum has about 50% of Bitcoin's total amount of users. That's because ETH has about 50% of Bitcoin active addresses. So why then is ETH market cap, why isn't ETH market cap about 50% of Bitcoin? Well, we can see that not so far off from 1 million addresses are finding daily utility in Bitcoin and ETH. What sort of utility? In Bitcoin, about 4 billion was sent in the past 24 hours, while only in ETH, only about 250 million was sent, less than 10%. In Bitcoin, however, close to 7% of its market cap is being utilized, while in ETH it's only 2.5%. If we do some napkin math to make it proportional, this would reduce the Bitcoin sum moved by a third, as it uses 3 times X more of its market cap than ETH would get 20%. So Bitcoin's market cap is currently 56 billion, ETH is 9 billion, or 16%, making it fairly close to our model. To make sense of that, firstly, mixers are far more used in Bitcoin than ETH, so that it may be that the active number of users are a bit inflated. So ETH is being used, and we're seeing that Ethereum has 50 million unique addresses, but the active addresses have dropped nearly 70% from its peak. So it's just interesting to see that Ethereum, had its highest increase in unique addresses on January 4th, 2018, when 352,888 new addresses were added to its network. While the number of unique Ethereum addresses is increasing, the number of active addresses is actually decreasing, according to Coinmetrics. And active addresses defined as the number of unique sending and receiving addresses participating in transactions on a given day. The number of active Ethereum addresses have dropped 68% from its peak of 719,000 to now in December 232,085. Active Ethereum addresses now only make up 0.46 of the unique addresses. Wow. So there's a lot of Ethereum addresses, but not all of them are active. That's just very interesting to see, the unique address growth. And really 2017, we just saw a massive rise in the amount of people into crypto, and that started all the way up to 2018, and then it started going down in terms of active addresses. But just because these addresses aren't active don't mean that people don't have coins stored there waiting for the next bull one. But wow, it was really amazing what happened in 2017. You could just see this growth from January all the way to January as we get into 2018. Just the addresses just continue to grow as more people jumped into cryptocurrency. But the most encouraging sign, I think, is the fact that there's 54 million new crypto users despite the bear market, and that a lot of these, there's not just addresses. I think it's more important to focus on the total ID verified users, because you have 5 million total ID verified users in 2016, and you have 35 million in 2018. That's a huge growth of 30 million people who are now ID'd and verified to use cryptocurrency. That's a huge positive step in the right direction. When we talk about mainstream adoption, this is a sign of adoption of cryptocurrency, that there's now way more addresses, people who have actually given up their ID, signed up for Coinbase or whatever have it, and are officially registered to use cryptocurrency. So that's big. That's big. And we're seeing that in the future. So that's big. So let me know what you think about this adoption of cryptocurrency. Will this continue in 2020? Will we see another 7-fold increase in 2020 and 2019 where we get more users of cryptocurrency? Thank you for following the channel. You can watch us at knockoutcrypto.com on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Thank you.